my faithful loyal YouTube subscribers. Today is a special day. It is Tuesday, April 13th. The year is 2021. And we are still in the coronavirus pandemic, which is proven to be, there's a lot of stuff going on. So today, anyway, I go to get my second shot of the COVID-19 shot. For those of you who've been keeping track, I got my first one a few weeks ago, and now I will get my second shot today. So, if you've been watching the news and you've seen all the crazy stuff going on in the news, you've noticed that, if you've been paying attention, the murder rate has skyrocketed in various cities around the United States. And one of the reasons why we see these spikes, and here in Atlanta, we've had a lot of shootings on the highways, various people get shot. I think every day I wake up and turn on the news or log into the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, our daily newspaper here, I see about a couple of murders a night. Like last night, there was a murder, an officer-involved shooting here in Atlanta. But we've had some pretty bad incidents here ever since the coronavirus pandemic really took hold of the country. And one of the things, again, I think I discussed this before, it's very odd, that the murder rate has jumped sky high. And of course, people say, well, we need more police and put more police on the street. Well, you can put a police officer on every corner of every street in Atlanta, and the murder rate's still going to be high because police are not in these homes, in these apartments, and in these clubs, standing next to the person or on the street when somebody grabs a gun and decides they're going to use it for whatever's going on in their head. So if we know anything about viruses, we know that they do have an impact on people mentally. For us to be in a pandemic, the coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic, and not understand how the virus has people who are infected with the virus and it has infected their thinking capabilities might be kind of foolish. And so some of us got to realize something. I had a friend who was killed a few weeks ago, and I think unfortunately he ran into a zombie who took his life. And still don't understand the circumstances of the situation. But every day here in Atlanta, there have been murders and shootings. It's got to the point that the chief of police, the temporary chief of police, I'm trying to find an article, where is it, has asked for people to think before they grab a gun and start to shoot someone. And they even put a couple of billboards up about this. But for some odd reason, and I can't put my finger, but I already know what the problem is. These individuals are grabbing guns and heading out to shoot. As soon as they have a minor infraction, whether it's a car accident or somebody cuts you off on the road. These people are road rage incidents. There's been several road rage incidents of people getting shot here, which is very weird to me. Car accidents do happen, right? But road rage has always taken place in the Atlanta area, but now it's just like, okay, they didn't really go cuckoo patty crazy. So the city of Atlanta, but last night, I'm trying to find out the shooting that took place last night. There was another shooting. There's been so many shootings and killings here that you all had better stop and think. If you're out driving your car and you accidentally get cut off by somebody, or you accidentally cut off, pull over or back off, or don't argue with this person. Don't give them the finger. Don't do nothing. Just let it go. Because some of these people are just not in a good frame of mind. And I think this virus is playing a huge role in why these people are out here becoming so violent. Now, sure, we know violence existed before COVID-19 came to visit the United States. But the violence now that we see now is kind of off the chain on a whole new level. A lot of violence that just doesn't quite make sense. And I'm still looking for this article. There was a shooting last night in DeKalb County where an officer shot. I don't know why this damn app is not doing what I wanted to do this morning. What is this? No, I don't want that one. But there was a shooting last night here in DeKalb County. Oh, here it is. And a police officer had to shoot and kill some guy not too far from where I live. A man killed in an overnight police shooting in DeKalb County. A knife welding man, he had a knife, was shot and killed by police in DeKalb County after he lunged at officers outside a vacant home. This is the second time that the GBI has been called in involved in a police shooting. There was another police shooting the day before that. Two cousins barreling down the highway, running from the cops, got into a shootout with the police. One of them was killed, and two cousins out of Alabama coming through Georgia. I don't know what was going on with that. But this was off Snapper Finger Woods Drive. No officers were hurt. So this would have been the 20th officer-involved shooting this year after 3 Georgia officers were shot during a police chase for 2 cousins in Carroll County. They ended up killing one of the cousins. So we've had a lot of shooting incidents here. Y'all be careful. I'm just serious. If you're out and about, I don't care where you are, what you're doing, whether you're going to shopping, to the mall, to the grocery store, we have to understand we are dealing with people who are having serious mental illness. A lot of people may be positive for COVID and don't realize they have it, and their brain is not functioning properly. And this is the thing that scares me about the United States government, because we're not discussing this. There's no way we can have a virus that impacts you physically and it ain't impacting you mentally. And I'm not talking about the mental aspects of lockdowns and all that shit that we know that exists too. But these people actually have COVID-19, and it's causing them to have some type of paranoia or anger or something that's causing them to react suddenly. That's why it didn't work. Then they had these guns readily available. You know, everybody got a gun these damn days. And literally everybody has a gun on them. And they're so quick to grab these guns as soon as something happens. You know, so every night here in Atlanta, like I said, people have been shot and killed outside clubs, in apartment buildings, homes. I'm like, damn, these people just going crazy. The best way to avoid these type of stuff is to stay your ass at home and away from these crazy people. I know that's impossible. You got to go grocery shopping. You got to go out. You got to go clubbing. You got to go get your groove on. You might want to think about putting pause on that for a second. Or if you're doing this type of stuff and you're out in Niggerville, y'all, welcome to Niggerville, y'all, you might want to rethink your interactions with people. If you bump into somebody or you get into a disagreement with somebody, let it go. And fast. Because the I never understood this whole road rage mess. You driving down the highway, minding your business, and you put on your blinker, you get it go over, and a car's in your blind spot. You can't see it. It happens. You go, oh shit, you get back over. I've done it in lost count. You see it? I just wave and keep it going. They might be mad at me, honking horns or whatever. Oh, I didn't see you in my blind spot. But now I have that nice cars. So my new cars that I drive now have ability to tell me. So I'll look at the side of the mirror and it'll say there's something in your blind spot. Because I'm looking at the mirror thing I can get over, but this thing is lit up saying, don't do it. In fact, my car won't even let me do it. It won't. If I go to get over it, it will pull me back into the center lane. That's my car has all this new technology on it, which can be good and bad. But that technology has saved my life and also kept me from getting into some car accidents and dealing with crazy people here. Now, I'm a firm believer that until we get through this pandemic, that some activities just got to hit the pause button. You notice all these people fussing and fighting on these airplanes about wearing a mask. They don't want to wear a mask. I'm not wearing a mask. They're belligerent, just yelling, screaming, getting drug off the planes. We never had these types of incidents in the past when people had to wear masks before. But most of the time, people would have complied with whatever was being requested on that. I don't remember too many incidents over my 20 to 30 years of flying experience where so many people were pulled off planes for non-compliance. There's something going on here. So for us to ignore the mental side of this virus, it's kind of foolish. It might get you killed. I wish my friend Solomon, that morning when he was shot and killed, I wish he had been a little bit more cautious in the area that he was in when he encountered that 19-year-old kid who shot him. Certain areas, I just don't go. I'm serious. In this area where there's a gas station right up the street, I go there during the daytime only. At nighttime, I don't go to that gas station up here on Boulevard. I'll go to the gas station at this Kroger. They have security. It's well lit. The security chases the people. There's no people hanging around this gas station up here. I always get somebody hanging in the parking lot and asking for stuff. I don't like that. They need to have security in these gas stations to chase these vagrants out of there. And so you don't know what's going on and stuff. So I'll go up to that. If I have to get gas at this gas station, very rare because I like Kroger because it's cheaper. But certain gas stations within this area that I live in Southeast Atlanta, I'm not going. There's a Shell, a couple gas stations on Moreland. I ain't going to them damn gas stations, all them heathens over there. Hell fucking no. No, sir. I'm not going over there. Too dangerous. And every now and then, the gas stations that I avoid, they have a shooting and a killing. And the innocent person was just getting some gas and got shot and killed. Some gas stations, some of these places where you know dangerous niggas hang out. Let's just keep it real. We in Niggerville, y'all. And if you got these dangerous black folks, these deadly niggas, I strongly suggest that you rethink your shopping, gas stations, convenience stores, clubs, restaurants. Some places you just can't go right now until things get better. A lot of people, we have to understand, a lot of people are scared of the COVID-19 coronavirus shot. They think it's going to kill them. It's deadly. Some people send me text messages all the time. One of the vaccine makers just is being paused, J&J, because it said it clots. They had some incidents of some blood clots. Well, I didn't, this is all new to me. But in regards to that, so they're going to hit the pause until they figure out what were these incidents. I think it was a couple, like 8 incidents or something, maybe more, who knows. But the United States government is telling people to pause the J&J vaccine. That was today. Today is Tuesday, April 13th. So, fine. Pause it, figure out what's going on. I'm sure they're going to probably find it because they've been giving the shot to millions of people. So, I'm not sure. I'm sure they'll get to the bottom of what's causing it if it was related to the vaccine. So, yeah, but with any medication, we're going to have some issues, y'all. For us to sit here and pretend that any medication you take, whether these vaccines or whatever, they do have side effects and issues for certain people. So, for example, I cannot take amoxicillin, which is a antibiotic. I can't take it because I'm allergic to it. That's the only antibiotic that I know of that I can take, but I can take a Z-Pack and other stuff. Amoxicillin, I can't take that. And I've been in situations where they gave me amoxicillin, and I realized, okay, that's the wrong thing y'all just gave me, and they had to immediately start giving me something to counteract the reaction I'm having to it, which is crazy. I'm heated up. I know when they give me amoxicillin because it gets hot when it goes into my veins. It's like, okay, this ain't working. And I've had to stress to people repeatedly that I cannot take amoxicillin at all. And that's only one of the few things medications that I know of that I am allergic to. But I can take Z-Pack, zithromycin, and penicillin and other stuff that doesn't seem to bother me, nothing like that. So I just say, y'all, be careful out here. There's just too many people being killed nationwide. And the funny thing is, I was talking to another friend of mine who's from South Georgia. The murders that I know of have mainly been based here in the Atlanta metropolitan area. But I understand that you got Macon, Savannah, Augusta, all these cities are experiencing high rates of crime. Even in New York, and I don't know what's going on in Chicago, but a lot of cities across the United States are experiencing high rates of murder because people are grabbing up guns and going on a rampage. So I would say be careful. Be careful when you're out going about your day-to-day business, whether you're driving down the street or you're going to the grocery store or you're going to work or wherever you might be going to or coming from. Be vigilant. Be careful. Watch your surroundings. And don't argue with nobody. You got that, man, don't argue with nobody. So if you see a car that tries to cut you off, these road rage incidents can be avoided. If somebody wants to get in, or pass you, or go around you, let them. Be done with it. and somebody's going slow. I don't get into these incidents with people on this highway. I ain't in no rush. I'm like, shit, where am I going that's that damn important? Yeah, I just drive along. They be speeding by. I just do my, I can't afford no tickets right now. No, I get this car too damn expensive for me to get another ticket. I had a ticket in years. And don't plan on getting no tickets. I might go a little bit over the speed limit. That's very rare. That's me passing somebody, passing grandma on the highway, and I get on over here. And I slow back down in my little crawl and get back over and let the niggas fly. So I'm not going to race down these highways. I've seen too many bad car accidents, and these cars are too expensive to wreck out here on these highways. What about people are always so concerned about my damn cars? Why do you have these cars? I drive them, goddammit. I ain't got a cocaine addiction. I ain't know him buying marijuana. Like coke. If I had a drug addiction, it would probably take the what people pay for coke and drugs and methamphetamine. It's probably about what I'm paying for these cars that's parked outside that I get to enjoy and not endanger my life. So I'm like, why are people so worried about these motherfucking cars out here? Them cars ain't bothering you. Why you guys got these damn cars? Mind your own fucking business. Niggas always worry about something that don't concern them. I don't go around asking people shit. Why don't asking people why y'all buying these expensive ass houses you niggas can't afford? I don't care. Buy it. Shit, just buy what you fucking want to. Shit, I give a damn. But when they do drop in price and everything, then foreclosure again, which we will be. You know, everybody told me, I don't know what's in the housing market. Fuck that damn housing market. That shit high as hell. Anybody, you be a damn fool if you buying a house in this market right about now. Buy, sell when it's high, buy when it's low. This shit too damn high, but hey, do what you want to do. But yes, please be vigilant and careful. These people, there was a guy, I've seen so many different murders here in Atlanta over the past few weeks, or since the beginning of this year, because I've been just looking at it, and I think, what is this? There's been so many murders that, it's not quite making sense right now. I mean, various incidents. Some guy was shot outside of a nightclub over the weekend. This nightclub owned by, if I'm correct, it was owned by 2 Chainz. That was his second incident of somebody getting killed outside or shot outside his club. What is this? I'm trying to look it up. But 2 Chainz has I'm pretty sure it's 2 Chainz. I think he has a nightclub over there off Ralph McGill. And there 2 security guards were shot outside the club. A couple of weeks ago, one guy was shot and killed. But 2 security guards, 3 people were shot. No, it was 2. 2 people were shot outside his club. But just a few weeks ago, one of his security guards was shot and killed at this club. So I don't know what that was about. It was an employee killed. Actually, this was in October of last year. An employee was killed at Atlanta nightclub owned by rappers 2 Chainz. So somebody was shot outside his club. He was he was leaving. He was killed. He was an employee of the club. He was shot and killed, and then somebody else was shot and killed leaving compound that same day. So last year, also some man was killed, but as he left compound, where he was shot multiple. So anyway, so the Atlanta police has asked people. The Atlanta police has asked people to be careful about getting into these shootings. Don't forget the 8 people dead that were shot. They've had a lot of shootings. The 8 people that were shot dead in the spa with the Asians. The man went up there and shot all those Asian girls. They've asked people just to stop and think before they grab a gun. We know that. Yeah, well, I just think Atlanta cops beg residents to stop shooting each other in new campaign. Stop shooting each other. Well, It makes the Atlanta Police Department is taking to social media to beg residents of Niggerville to please stop shooting each other. We're hoping that people will see the message and think twice before they resort to picking up a gun. The department spokesman Shada Spikes told the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. So hopefully people will see these billboards. I've seen them, and the billboard says anger plus guns adds up to nothing good. And that picture's over a flower-bedecked coffin. You cannot put the bullet back in the chamber once it is discharged. Many have learned this the hard way. Murders in Atlanta have surged by about 60% in the first 3 months of 2021, according to the report. While the city has logged 167 reported shootings since January 1st, 2021 this year, up more than 50% for the first 3 months of 2020. So, I don't know. I think people need to really be vigilant and careful, because there just seems to be a lot of guns on the street and people are using them. So 4 of Atlanta's 37 slams so far this year came in the March 16th. So 34 of them was in a rampage at the spas where those Asian women were killed. This isn't just a police matter. We all have to work together to get us out of this. And this is what the interim police chief, Rodney Bryan, said. Y'all, be careful. Be diligent. Pay attention to your surroundings. Don't argue with these crazy people. Let it go. Walk away if you have an incident with somebody, or when somebody bumps your car, or is anything. Just let it go for now, because these streets are starting to get too deadly. And I think this is a direct result of people who are impacted, who have been impacted, are infected with COVID-19. Now, I didn't get a chance to go into Michigan, which is having its 4th surge of the virus, and the hospitals are filling up. And the CDC has asked for, made a request that they actually shut down because the virus is spreading so fast, and so many people, the hospitals are starting to get overwhelmed. So the CDC has said that maybe Michigan should shut down. The governor of Michigan is kind of reluctant. She don't want to shut down because they're just starting to reopen. But I don't know how that's going to play out. If the virus continues to spread up there in Michigan and the hospitals fill up and are filling up and there's no bed space, you can't have your cake and eat it too. At some point, they're going to have to close the schools, shut down businesses, and go back to some social distancing and other quarantine type things. However, Michigan is a forewarning for the rest of the United States. That's where we're headed. And we're either going to get there this summer or later on this fall. Now, I'm going to get my second COVID-19 shot today, but some people have not even had their first shot. A few weeks ago, just literally a week or two ago, another friend of mine, a mutual friend of mine, he died. Got COVID in March. He could have been vaccinated back in January or December because he worked in the medical field. Where he didn't want to get the shot, he got COVID in March and passed away early April, or somewhere late March, early April, he passed away. And he didn't have it long. And he was only 30-something years of age. And worked in medical field and could have access to get the vaccine and turn it down. You all need to start thinking. But it doesn't matter to me whether you get the shot or don't get the shot. That's your life. You have to make the decision what's best for you. And if you don't want to get it, just be prepared for the consequences that come when the coronavirus come to visit you in the middle of the motherfucking night. Be prepared. Because COVID-19 don't play. But some of you all are going to have to find out the hard way. So, take your chance with the vaccine, or take your chances dancing with the coronavirus. The coronavirus, when he danced, as a dancing partner, ain't nothing to play with. But you all have to make up your own mind. But in the meanwhile, watch out for them deadly niggas with these guns. Watch them. And we know white folks do it too. But right now, we're more concerned about these niggas in these damn in these certain area parts of the city that I have decided to avoid. I'm staying out of Niggerville until the coronavirus pandemic is over. But Niggerville was always a deadly place. Now, we all know this. It just got more deadlier. So what can we do about it? Avoid it. Anyway, I'm sorry, you guys. I was missing the action for a few days. I had a great birthday. I ain't do shit. Whatever. There's water under the bridge at this point. I'm doing my second shot today. I'm about to get out from here, make me some breakfast, finish drinking my coffee. maybe take breakfast, take me a nice hot shower, clean up. I don't want to go get no shot, be standing there smelling. You just clean all up. Man. Give me that damn needle. I'm doing my damn. Get my ass up here to get this damn shot. Anyway, thank you all for watching my videos. Click like, share them with family members and friends. Be careful out there with your daily dealings in Niggerville. Please be careful, y'all, because I'm tired of these murders and mayhem. A lot of this stuff can be avoided by sitting your ass at home like I'm doing. Enjoy your day. It's Tuesday, April 13th. The year is 2021. The middle of the coronavirus pandemic. Let's stay alive so we can see another day. I'm out of here.